Hello everyone. So I wanted to show you my first attempt at the blood resin. So I'll show you this one first. So this is, light's really harsh, sorry, it's my front window. Obviously the blood resin. And then I actually just put a piece of broken mirror in there. And then sealed it in. See if it'll actually focus. Oh, this thing sometimes annoys me. There we go. And the resin's kind of spotty. I don't know. I have issues with it. It's the Famo wood. But other than the little bubbles, there's that one. And then these are all just a little bit different. This one, same thing. It has the broken mirror in there. And it has the bubbles. I don't know. And then I just put crumpled, like really, really crumply tinfoil on the back. I set a layer of resin, and then I put this on the back, and then I waited for it to get kind of tacky, and then I just pushed it down knowing that there was going to be overflow. You know, I knew it was going to seep out the sides and stuff. But that's okay. I'll just go back and clip it off and call it a day. It's not really that much. There was a lot more, because obviously I cut the piece bigger, or I tore the piece of tinfoil bigger and then laid it down. And then it hardened to the mold, but then when I popped these in the freezer and I took them out and I was trying to pop these out, it just broke off. Like the resin that was attached to the mold on the outside. Like, so like here's the heart. So the foil and the resin were like up here, you know, because it's smushed out. And then it just actually cracked along the line. So that was cool, you know. So this is mirror and tinfoil. This is, these are mealworms. Those are actual worms that I put in there. My husband has sugar gliders. This is what he feeds his sugar gliders. And I went and I stole their food out of my refrigerator. And I put them in here. And then I backed it with not as crumpled, but still crumpled tinfoil. So, and these are just popped out. Like, they're still cold because I seriously just took them out of the freezer and popped them out and waited for the frost to clear. So that one's not as bloody, but that's why I wanted something in there, because it wasn't as bloody. This actually is just my first, look at, you can kind of see me and all my morningness. My first attempt at the blood color, and I was just trying to get the color right and see what was going on. And so I just made the color and then didn't have anything set up because, again, I was just testing colors. And this is acrylic, and I was testing alcohol ink versus acrylic to see which is the better bloody color that I liked personally. And the acrylic ink won. So all the blood drops are done with acrylic ink. So I just threw it in here, and it's just a red heart. So it's just like a blood red color heart. This is the alcohol ink, the Adirondack or whatever. It's the Jim Holtz red alcohol ink. And I put, like, I don't know, 6 drops into the resin. Just enough resin to make this heart. And then I actually topped it with a clear because it wasn't that much. You can see it wasn't that much resin in there to begin with. And I just topped it with clear, so it'd be somewhat substantial. So there's that. This one I mixed the red alcohol ink with a white acrylic ink, and I know white and red make pink, but I don't know, it just would never get red. So I thought I was trying to like try to pop the color a little bit, but it just would never get red. So yeah. And then, so it was in there and it was pink, and I had some more blood drops left from the acrylic, and I dropped blood in there and it never sunk. I thought maybe it would kind of sink to the bottom, which it did a little bit, but not enough to show anything. So there's that. And then the back of it is actually some, I can't think today, pigment powders that I got, some pigment mica that I got from TKB Trading. And I just was playing with the colors, and I just threw it on the back of there to see what it would look like. And it's actually a really pretty color, and I don't remember the name of it, but when I remember it, I'll tell you. So these two are by far my favorites, only because the blood is very prominent and looks amazing. Like, this one is my favorite. I'm totally keeping that one. This one I think is amazing too. And I like how it like kind of dribbled down or whatever on the sides. Like, it left that trail. Like, I just think that is so awesome. I just love the way it came out. And then these are backed, because I wanted to back it with something so they weren't clear. I don't know. I wanted to do something. I didn't want to do like just a white. I didn't want to do something that was just glittery. I didn't want to do black. I was just really at a loss. So I did this. I'm kind of happy with the way it came out. I don't know that I 100% love it being on the back of this. I think it's kind of cool. It gives it a cool effect, but again, I'm not 100%. This is, I think it's Travel to Mercury. It's in the Planetary Sampler set from TKB Trading. And it has a piece of black glitter in there somewhere. Okay, there it goes. And you could see it's got like this pearlescent blue sheen to it. And then I put white acrylic. This one was like 1 drop of white acrylic, and then the pigment, and I mixed it and then poured it in here, and it wasn't was opaque enough. It wasn't, I didn't want it to be too see-through, too clear, too transparent. So I added another drop when I poured this one. But it's the same, I poured this one. I didn't really like, I wanted it a little more solid color, so then I add another drop of acrylic to my resin in the cup, and then I poured this one. That makes sense. And this is the same. Let's see if it won't. There we go. And on this one you can kind of see the blue, and this one's got, it's the same thing, it's got some blue in it, and it's not going to focus, so whatever. It's entirely way too early. So yeah. So those are my bloody hearts. Any ideas on like random cool stuff I could put in the blood would be amazing. In my Resin Addicts my Resin Addicts group on Facebook. Broken mirror, broken glass, what is some, razor blades, which I don't have any razor blades, so I'd have to buy, but that's a cool idea. Someone said germs, and I was like very confused by that. Like, that's a cool idea, but I don't know how I would do like germs, like what I would make them out of. I don't do clay or anything, so I don't know